Okay, hey there, hi there, hello there, everyone. Hey, listen, I'm cooking right now. I always say I do my shoots. My shoots are done basically alone. It's me doing the shooting. And since that's the case, I'm hungry. And I have turned over a new leaf financially. Okay. Let me do my spiel, okay? So hey there, so hi there, so hello there, everyone. My name is Liz. The Audacity is my brainchild. Um, I've always been audacious, always, and I've always railed against a civilization that wants to make everyone be exactly the same because I know that we're not. I've gone through this spiritual awakening, and I'm still going through, I'm still having the epiphanies and all the stuff that comes with it. And so I'm looking for my tribe. I want people to travel with. I want people who are audacious. They're also going through a transformation. I had a tummy tuck and a BBL with APS, the Aesthetics Plastic Institute of South Florida. So that's where I had my work done. I will tell you, I have breast cancer, and so I did just have reconstructive surgery done, and they did do a little lipo down here, but predominantly most of my work was done by APS. Okay, and Pellet was the doctor who did these in San Francisco. Okay, so I'm in the kitchen here, and I figured, you know what? I have time right now. Reach out to the Audacity, reach out to my Phoenixes, and see how your day is going. So I guess I'm asking you, how's your day going? As you can tell, I've, done the face. I come on camera without makeup on. Most people are like, oh my God. I've heard people say, like, you have to come on and you have to always be. I rail against the system, you guys. I have a rebellious streak like you can't believe. So, but outside of that, I have the biggest heart you guys have probably ever seen. I will say, though, I've become a lot more protective of her in recent days, recent weeks, recent months. I've had this change in my life. You guys know I haven't talked about it a lot. I've spoke about it, but I haven't said the person or what it was out of respect for the other person. But it's a big change. Someone that's been in my life for a very, very long time, and it was time. I was hurting him, he was hurting me, it was time. Read between the lines. So I'm at this point where things in my life are changing, which makes me really happy. But there's also been a lot of crying, and there's also been a lot of sad, and I can't be the only one going through spiritual awakening after spiritual awakening, understanding after understanding. Honestly, y'all, it's amazing. This might flip you around. I have one of those tripods that tracks movement. She flipped. There we go. I need to eat, so. Anyways, I'm going through this time in my life where everything is different, everything is changing, everything is not as it once was. And yet, it's also how things were in some ways. And trying to find my balance in that, I'm grasping God's hands. I believe in God. I know some people say the universe or whatever else, but in my belief system, I'm grasping God's hand on a journey that I've never been on, and I don't think anyone in my family's ever been on, to tell you the truth. And so, I'm fascinated to see where it's going to go, right? I'm grabbing stuff from the fridge all over here. I want to get these tacos together. Okay, so there's chicken al pastor in the pan here that I showed you a minute ago. Chile verde because I like the green salsa, excuse me. And an ambulance. Anyhow, I'm going through all these changes, and I love all the people. I'm happy with a lot of the people in my life. Don't get me wrong. I live my life from this standpoint of love, giving love, accepting love, and the whole thing. And I don't want that to change. It's important to me. It won't, I mean, let me try to state that in a better way. I hope that it becomes more of me. I do not want for my heart to be so battered and bruised that I give up on something that I know I was sent to this planet to do. And I'm sure this is going to sound crazy if you're not spiritual or whatever else, but you know what, again, I don't care. The truth of the matter is that that's where I am in my life right now. I know that I came for a purpose. I feel like I have not just a divine spark, but I feel like I came from up there down here. I feel like it matters that where I came from, but it also matters what I'm doing here. And I want that to really be about being kind to people and being kind to myself and loving other people. And I'm not really great about giving myself grace. I come down really hard on myself. I've been the girl that never makes mistakes, and a couple of years ago I did something that even to this day I'm not ashamed of, but most people would think you should be ashamed. I'm not. I followed my heart. I felt like I was on the right track. And when everything changed in my life here recently, I remember thinking I had to go through this very hard, very challenging thing because I would have never left the situation I was in had it not have been for that. And so in that way, I'm grateful, right? In a lot of ways, I'm grateful for it, but I guess it's been hard because there's been a lot of pain associated with it. I present my life and I live my life in a way that I might not be like happy, but I'm proud of who I am. And that was something very challenging for me, like just not congruent with who I am or who I've ever been, but I'm very aware that that was unnecessary. It was like God was saying, listen, she's going to stay here unless we force her up and out. And it did do that for me. I think also it was how I found the breast cancer. So I think that was a part of it too. Like I wouldn't have gone, I was going for a tummy tuck and a BBL with APS. And all of a sudden, like, they find out because I'm over 45, I have to have a mammo. We find out I have breast cancer. It sucks. So, okay, this is part one. I'm going to jump off because this has been 8 minutes. I'll see you guys on the next one. For those of you that aren't sticking around, I hope that you're well. If you're not well, I hope that you're well taken care of. We'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Don't forget to get social. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. I've been uploading again to YouTube. And we're on Threads over on Instagram. So, we'll see you guys on the next one, okay?